Hello and welcome to another episode.
Hello.
So today is, well, hopefully going to be a slightly shorter one. I don't trust us not to get off on a tangent.
Nope.
But we're going to be talking about merch today, which might seem a little bit odd, but I think it's also part of the whole nerdy package. So we're going to have a chit chat about that.
Capitalism.
Hashtag capitalism. Goodbye dollar. I guess to get right into it, do you tend to buy merch for things that you like, Jade?
Not really. I buy shirts and hoodies.
Yeah.
To use them as pajamas.
Yeah.
But not really.
Do you not?
Unless you count my horrendous soundtrack collection.
Yeah, I mean that is merchandise. I was like, are you really saying that you don't collect any merch? Really? You have the biggest soundtrack collection of anyone I know.
Okay, I buy soundtracks.
Yeah. But nothing else then.
Do Funko Pops count?
Yeah,
okay,
that's merchandise. I feel like I should have prepped you before this episode, giving you a rundown on what classes as merch.
Well, I didn't know, I suppose, we're going to go into this, but, store official stuff, or, just stuff you get from, wholesalers or stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy Funko Pops. I have, a horrendous collection of Overwatch Funko Pops.
Yeah, because they count, because even though you don't buy directly from, the Overwatch company, they've licensed it, so...
Yeah, okay. I buy Funko Pops.
Yeah, I also buy them, and I've also got a horrific amount of figurines.
Yes, you can't judge me on soundtracks when you have, a glass case. You put them in a case of figurines.
You know, I'm looking at them right now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different Oikawa figurines. Not just one will do. Anyway, yeah, so I am definitely a figurine person. I don't know, I buy less clothing merch. I tend to buy, physical things, like figurines and stuff like that.
Yeah. I switched. I think when I was younger, I used to buy, more merchy things. I'm older, I'm just shirts will do. I'll sleep in that, that'll be fine. Wear it around the house.
Now we're older, we don't want to, we don't want to wear stuff out to admit to how nerdy we are.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Because, half of it's really, either super obvious or super childish.
Yeah.
I'm too old to wear that sort of stuff now.
It's why, I took the stuff out of my eater bag, because I was like, I can't go around my town like this, because no one knows what it is.
It's she's just got, a bag full of, cartoon badges. What's she doing?
I remember someone asked me what it was from once, and I was like, oh, I really do not want to have to explain this.
So, who's that on your bag? You're
Well, I'm just it's a Japanese cartoon.
Oh, so a cartoon? No, it's anime! It's anime!
Okay, calm down, weeb. So, kind of going off of what you said earlier about kind of the official channels, well, maybe I shouldn't admit this on podcast, but I tend to buy quite a lot from other fans and small creators who do kind of fan merch.
What, so Etsy and things?
Yeah, because half the time I find you can get so much nicer merch from people like that.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I think maybe we need to have a little chat about whether that is kind of, is that okay?
No.
Because there are some people who get away with loopholes by not calling it explicitly what it is.
The fantasy chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. Instead of a chocobo.
Fantasy chickens. I'm going to call them fantasy chickens from now on.
Well, technically that's what they are. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes you get the big companies get way too crack down way too much, Disney.
Oh yeah,
is so awful about cracking down on fan-made merch and stuff like that. And it's you make billions of dollars. Are you really going to sweat losing 50 quid on some Disney pins.
Yeah, because the pin, like, especially with Disney, pins are a thing, isn't it? Like, it's such a massive thing.
Yeah, I think my a notes was just hashtag stick it to the corporation. So I don't know. I just I feel like it wouldn't be so bad if you had big companies who were making like a variety of merch.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's not like we're buying rip-offs of what they're already selling. We're buying stuff that they don't sell. So like pins and like kind of charms. Yeah.
A lot of them make like jewelry, and there's sort of, you can buy prints and
like prints and stuff. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, like a lot of stuff that you wouldn't get through official channels.
Mm-hmm.
But then I never understand why they don't do more variety. Like, why is it that the official channels only ever do the same kind of boring, like, wallets and hoodies and stuff like that?
I suppose it just sells the best.
I guess, but then you've also got... there's a market for other stuff if you've got all of these fan stores and small creators making merch.
Yeah, especially if, like, someone can buy, like, a £75 hoodie, then surely, like... For the people who can't spend £75 on a hoodie, they might spend like £10 on a pin or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But, I don't know. Maybe that's just hashtag capitalism in action, that they want to get the most bang for their buck.
Well, you can kind of see it from some senses. Like, you've got this whole community of people who had no involvement in the design or the creation of like those characters or the game or whatnot.
Yeah.
And they're profiting off of what you've done.
Yeah, I suppose. But
if you're not selling what the fans are kind of more wanting, then I suppose it'd be cool if they set up some sort of like marketplace sort of thing. Like, the fans could create something and put it on, and the company would be like, yeah, that's cool, but we're just taking, like 10% of this or whatnot. And if something sells really well, they could go into some sort of like private contract sort of thing. It's like, hey, like your product's doing really well. Shall we like, make this more official?
Yeah, definitely.
I think there's loads of ideas going around, and you could discover new things from the fans. Yeah,
because half the time fans are so creative with what they come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I recently bought some Lord of the Rings earrings that are like replicas of Frodo's sword.
They're so cool.
And they are the cutest thing, and they cost me like £4, and they were handmade. And it's like, you wouldn't find that in like any kind of official kind of merch scenario from that.
No, and if you do find earrings, they've made them out of like pure silver. They cost like 90 quid. You're like, just give us the cheap custom jewellery. Like, I'm happy paying for that.
Yeah.
Like,
or they're like really hideous, massive things.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want that. I want like some nice like subtle fandom stuff for like the mature fan.
It's like, I can wear to work, but no one will know.
And it's like, you only have to look at like the custom Disney ears they're everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I say, looking at a pair of them right now on my wall. Like, Disney, if they were clever about it, could have made so much money selling their own custom ears.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know they do custom ears, but not in the same sense that, all these other makers do.
Oh, they could have set up a whole thing on their website, customized colour, glitter, bows, fabric.
Yeah. And, like, you've got so many characters. Like, I've got a pair of Ariel-inspired ears. And, like, there are so many princesses that you could have done their own ears for, because that's what loads of people do it for, to buy them for, like, Disney bounding and stuff.
Yeah, because those adults aren't allowed to wear costumes to the park. Like,
only on Halloween.
Not fair.
Only on Halloween. Which means, technically, does that mean if we're going to be in Japan next Halloween, we can go to Disney and dress up?
Yeah.
Because I would go back to Disney just for that, to dress up on Halloween. Side note there, we got a bit sidetracked. But that also does bring me to an interesting point, speaking of Japan. Don't you find that there is a lot more merch there from, like, media that comes out over there than there is for stuff over here?
Yeah, and do you notice it's also, like, 10 times cheaper over there than it is here? Like, I get you got to import it, but, like, the markup on it's insane.
It is.
Like, take the Pokemon Centre, for example, the one that opened in London.
Yeah.
We've been to...
That was nuts.
The real Pokemon Centre. I say real. The other the other Pokemon Center in Tokyo. And, like, the price difference is stupid.
I know. It's the same with my figurines, though. Like, if I buy a Nendo in Japan, I can get one, second-hand in somewhere like Nakano Broadway, which is, like, pristine.
Yeah, they do. Their second-hand and our second-hand is two completely different things.
Yeah. So that'll cost me, like, say, 40 quid instead of, like, the, 60 quid plus that I would pay over here.
I wouldn't even say you paid 40 quid for one of them over there.
I don't know. I couldn't remember. I don't think it was any more than 40.
No, I'm leaning more towards like the 25 sort of route. I think yours was.
Maybe. It was so long
because I wouldn't let you walk away from it. I was like, that's too cheap. You cannot not buy that.
Yeah, that is true. But I guess it goes back the other way. Like, do you remember when we were seeing some of the Funkos over there and they were so expensive?
Yes. Yeah.
Because they were imported.
Yeah. We found a shop that imported, like, American merch and Western merch.
Yeah, like Western stuff.
And we were like,
it was so expensive. Yeah.
I think some of the shirts were like 35 quid and we're like, yeah, they're like £10 at home. Like, I think the Funkos were like 30 as well, weren't it? Just a basic one.
I think they were more than that.
That is insane.
Yeah, it is.
And tea bags.
Mad. Oh, do not even get me started. Okay, this is going to be completely unrelated to merch, but when we were in Japan last time, I didn't take any tea bags with me, and I was dying for a cup of tea, and they were so expensive. Like, all the kind of, I wanted like an English breakfast tea. I needed a proper tea, and they were so expensive.
I think it's like £15 for a teeny bag of like tea.
Yeah, for like 40 tea bags. But then by that point, it was like we had 2 days left of our trip, so I was like, I can't spend £15 on 40 tea bags. So next time I am taking my own tea bags
so British.
With me. Yeah, I'm drinking tea now, so it's even better. Right, now let me scroll down my notes for this, because we kind of leapt all over my notes and now it's stressing me out because I went and organised them all nicely and now they're
I have random sentences, so I'm just like, I don't know what order I've done it in.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Generally, when you do buy merch, what do you tend to buy it from? Like, do you lean more towards video game merch, anime merch, book merch?
Nowadays, it's usually video game merch. When I was younger, I did buy a lot of
a lot of anime merch.
And I did just buy like TV merch as well, but pretty much I think like because my main hobby now is just like pretty much gaming, I do pretty much just buy gaming merch now.
I don't think I've ever bought any TV merch. I'm trying to think now, like anything that I've watched that had like a big No, I don't think I did. Or really, like, I can't really say I've really bought a lot of book merch, just because I find there isn't a lot of it.
No. Talking of books, I saw the weirdest thing. Was it 2 days ago? There was a TV advert for a book.
Oh.
It was like...
That is odd.
They like advertised the release date, and I was like, I've never seen that before. A TV
Neither
advert
have I.
for a book.
I wonder... I suppose because there's so many of them come out.
Mm.
No, that is odd.
I know. I sat there like, what?
But I am surprised we don't get more book-related merch other than, like, Harry Potter.
Oh, don't even start on Harry Potter.
I have a whole section of notes on that.
Yeah, me too.
Do not you worry. But, like, there are so many other, like, big series that you would think... Like, I know Connie, who wrote her Princess books, has just brought out merch.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's got like kind of like Hogwarts, like school stuff for her different houses and pins and things.
Mm.
But other than that, like I can't really remember ever seeing a lot of other book related merch.
No, it's pretty much all Harry Potter.
Yeah, which is just, I don't know, I wish there was more. But again, I guess that comes back down to the whole fan merch. There's probably, I see quite a lot of like book Twitters and bookstagrams getting like bookmarks and prints and stuff.
I know, I want
from other fans. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe that's a whole other a whole other topic. Like authors aren't as interested in merch, or publishers aren't. But then you'd think publishers would be, because it would be extra money.
Yeah.
This is why. So a publisher just needs to hire me. Someone needs to hire me to do something.
Just give me a job.
As I said in the Final Fantasy one way back, all of our contact details are below in the description box, so you can get in contact with us.
No, watching... I should go into PR, I think. Watching some dreaded, like, horrendous PR things lately, it's like, stop.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do PR, I'll do the merchandising, and it will be great.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
So, speaking of Harry Potter, I think we should just delve into it.
Yeah, go on then.
Because well, I'm just going to be honest and say one of the reasons that Harry Potter is ruined for me now is because it's just sold out completely.
It's a cult.
Yeah. Like, there's a whole other lot of reasons why I'm not interested anymore. But I just feel like a lot of the new stuff that's coming out just feels like it's coming out for the sake of making money and making merchandise to make more money. And it kind of undermines the whole magic of what made it so good before.
Yeah, I said that years ago. I said, like, my favourite ones are the really early Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah,
because by
mine
the
are
end,
too.
Like, it's stupid. It's about magic, but it just doesn't feel magic.
No, I know. Like, I can understand, it's exciting people to want merch. I think that's why they make them and why fans make merch, but it goes too far sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, Fantastic Beasts, I despise.
I like number 1. I hated number 2.
I didn't like either of them. But, like, all the little, like, creatures, you've got, like, toys and dolls and plushies and it's on, like, lunch boxes and stuff, and it's like, you don't need all of that. Like, I don't know. No. And I suppose it's the same with Disney as well. Like, Disney just is like merch on crack.
Are you ready for the Frozen 2 wave?
Oh, don't. I am not. Like, it's already starting in some places, and I'm like, please no, I'm not strong enough to weather that storm again. The cold did bother me.
Oh, it was so bad last time. It was everywhere.
It was all right in the beginning, and then, like I said, it just went too far then.
Yeah.
And also, you know what else did that?
What?
Minions.
Oh, freaking Minions.
They were everywhere. However, the Minion ride at Universal in Japan, if ever you go, is really good.
I was just about to say that Minion Land at Universal is lit.
It's the one redeeming point of the Minion Despicable Me franchise.
That ride was so lit.
It was like VR.
We didn't even want to go. We just had, like, with our special
ticket
that we had a fast pass for it. So we were like, oh, well, we might as well go use our fast pass. And I think it's one of my favourite rides of the day.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But, yeah. Are they, but, they're not Disney owned, are they? They're someone else. Universal, obviously. Because I don't know why I said that. That was so stupid. Obviously, it's not Disney because they're at Universal.
Talking to Universal, though, how overpriced was their shop?
Oh,
£12 for a frog. £12 for 100 grams of chocolate.
That again goes back to Harry Potter. The merch for Harry Potter stuff, especially in the actual, like, Wizarding World bit, was so expensive.
I didn't like Wizarding World.
No, I didn't.
I thought I would, but I didn't.
It was disappointing.
And so expensive. How much was the robes?
I don't know how much the robe was. I think they had, like, house sweaters that were, like, £70.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's nuts, isn't it?
But I do like how I was like, oh my god, it's £12 for a frog. Yeah, I'll take one, please.
Yeah. It was the same in Disney, though.
And how much for these ears? Okay.
Yeah.
But the
yeah, Disney is expensive.
Final Fantasy merch at Universal, though, it was all right.
Yeah.
Like, our hoodies were like, what, 30 quid?
Yeah, they weren't too bad.
For a hoodie?
Yeah,
that's not
it's
bad.
A nice hoodie as well. I think the rest of what we got there was expensive, though.
Yeah, it really was.
Like, how much did you end up spending? Like,
me?
17,000 yen or something?
Yeah.
So, let me just remind you, at the start of this podcast, Jane, you said, I don't buy a lot of merch.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. No, I shan't.
You go sit there with your glass case for your figurines that light up, you little nerd.
I am not the only one who has a glass case of figurines, okay?
Who else has a glass case of figurines? I thought that was aimed at me. I turned around like expecting to see one in my room. I was like, no, I don't.
No, I was talking about people in general, not you specifically. I know you don't have a glass case.
I legit just turned around. I was like, I don't know.
You fucking idiot. Anyway, I don't think I really have anything else to discuss on the merch front.
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Oh god, this sounds good. What is it? I'm afraid.
The recent Final Fantasy remake luxury merch from Square Enix.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I forgot about this. Oh
I've
yes.
got this on my screen because I knew.
Go in, bruh. Go in.
Okay, the watch. It's like this one might just pass because I know like fancy watches are really expensive, aren't they?
Yeah.
So this watch is like £1,777.77p. You know,
that is a lot.
That's
for
a
watch,
lot.
though.
It does look pretty nice, but then you scroll down to Aerith's little strap. It's like strap. It's like one piece of leather, and it's £179.99.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Where is 180 quid going on this little thin strap? Because we even thought the little flower. We thought, oh, the flower must be like solid gold. It's not. It's gold
like
plated. Like, what the hell?
Isn't it like a pearl?
Yeah, there's a little pearl in like a gold flower, but it's not a gold flower, It's a gold plated flower. So it's not even like real gold.
So rubbish.
The wallets are £300, but no, sorry. The little wallet is £300. The big wallet is £400.
That is crazy.
And the little wallet to just hold your keys is £240.
Who has the money for that?
Or the little beaded bracelet for £140.
Oh. Like, you need a tiny wallet because you won't have any money left.
Little tiny wallet to keep the moth in.
Yeah.
That's just nuts. Really?
It is nuts. But then, I always find that official merch sources always charge a lot, generally.
I know.
Compared to, like, going back to the whole small creator fan-made thing. Like, there is a huge difference between what you'd pay.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't know, maybe it's just capitalism. Like, they just want to get as much money. But it does make you think, like, how much does it cost them to make versus how much do they charge you for it?
Oh my god, one of the watches has sold out.
Oh my god.
So
I bet they only had like 5.
Have been paying nearly £2,000 for some watches. Oh,
that's nuts. Who has that kind of money? And how do I meet them?
Yeah, who are you? You single?
Please. Please, Mr. £2,000 watch buyer.
Our contact information is in the description below.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to just give us money, a job, we're not fussy.
Oh, I know. That's just sad.
It is sad, but people will pay it. So, I mean, they obviously know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't think... It does come down to if people stopped buying it, they wouldn't do it. But there's obviously a demand for it, isn't there? Or they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but I guess it just comes back to the whole thing of, you know, you get people who can't afford to buy some merch because it's so expensive. Mm-hmm. But they never seem to take that into consideration to buy, like, or to put out smaller things. I don't know. People are stupid.
Big companies are stupid.
Yeah, big companies are stupid because all they care about is the dollar.
But then I also, on the side, give them the dollar, so I'm not helping the situation.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't even want to think about how much I've given to, like, Funko Pop or whoever their company is over the years.
Or Square Enix.
No, we don't talk about that.
They get a lot out of me.
They do get a lot out of you. Yes. But anyway, I think that about covers our thoughts, ramblings.
Yeah, that was good old rant on capitalism.
So on that note, I think we will... Oh my god, we're under half an hour for once.
Shut up, are we?
Yes, we are.
Oh my god.
This is a record. We have done so well. So yeah, on that note, I guess I will close us out unless you have anything else to add before we go, Jade.
Screw capitalism.
Goodbye.
Bye.